Hey guys, welcome to another YouTube video and another NRL Magic Round match review. This one is going to be about the third and final Saturday game of that round. It was between the South Sydney Rabbitohs and the North Queensland Cowboys. And this game, surprisingly, I went to this game thinking this one was gonna be a blowout. I was expecting this to be a blowout, despite the Cowboys not being in good form. And the Rabbitohs, we all know how the Rabbitohs have gone so far this season. Obviously, with a change of coach and all that. But surprisingly enough, it actually turned out to be a thriller, to be honest here. Get straight into the game here. So the first part of the game was basically a lot of errors, really, from the Cowboys in the first 6 minutes of the game. Of course, they can see that they had a lot of errors. They had a lot of set. Of course, the Rabbitohs had a couple of set restarts. It was a pretty slow start. Well, not pretty slow start, but a slow start to the game nonetheless. Then Vialia broke through to break the deadlock in the 8th minute, which unfortunately, that conversion from Val Holmes was missed, so it stayed at 4-0, and then about 6 minutes later, almost 7 minutes later, Tom Dearden, the star for the I think the captain, but the captain, the captain, there scored to make it 8-0, and if I try and here we go. Which this time for Val Holmes, it was converted to make it 10-0. By this point, we all thought, at this point, when I watched it, I thought, here we go. This is gonna be the blowout I was expecting. But it didn't actually, because Latrell Mitchell did everything himself. He broke a line, scored a try, and then scored his own, and then converted his own try. So to make it 6 points, make it 10 points to 6. Make it back within 4. Then a couple of errors from the Rabbitohs, mostly from Jack Whiten. A couple of errors from the and then a line dropout from the Cowboys, which led to Alex Johnston scoring a try to make it 10-all, which was converted by Latrell to make it 12-10. So the first time of the night, the Rabbitohs were in front. But then on the stroke of half time, Bryden Burns just snuck in on the corner to grab back the lead at 14-12, which was converted as well by Val Holmes to make it 16 points to 12, which that was how it ended up at the break. And then just to make it even better for Burns, he scored his second try on either side of half time, 3 minutes in the second half, to make it 20 points to 12. Make it 20 points to 12. And then Val Holmes converted again to make the score at 22, make it 22-12. Then afterwards, it was just a long period with no scores, really, for I think it was about between 44, about pretty much over 20 minutes of game time without a score there. So until Cody Walker in the 66th minute scored to make them, and then Latrell Mitchell converted to make the margin back to 4 to make things rather interesting. Which that didn't last long because Tom Dearden scored his second try. Tom Dearden scored his second try. Which to make matters worse as well, Dion Tiapa got penalised for a dangerous tackle, I think not Belding, but somewhat at the same time hit Tom Dearden in the face, which he was put on report and set in the bin for 10 minutes. So that was the end of his game there because the sin bin happened in the 71st minute. So basically it said it was a try, but it actually was called a try. But the referee said it potential for an 8-point try, which the conversion was missed by Val Holmes, but basically he had the conversion from where the try was scored, the angle where the try was scored, and then another one right in front because of the penalty. So which funnily enough he converted the penalty, so but not the conversion, strangely enough. So that made it 28. And if Val Holmes did convert the try, then it probably would have put the game beyond doubt there. But there was a bit of an opening for the Rabbitohs. Opening there for the Rabbitohs, which was accepted by Damien Cook, who scored in the 75th minute to make the margin back to 6, which would have made things a lot more interesting if Latrell had scored the conversion. He didn't, and then just to make matters even more interesting, with about nearly 40 seconds left, Tom Dearden conceded a professional foul, which caused him to sent to the bin for 10, which would have made things a hell of a lot more interesting for the Rabbitohs. But unfortunately, they couldn't find a way through, and that was the end of the game there. The Cowboys managed to win the game 28-22 in a fairly interesting game to end that Saturday action of Magic Round. 4 tries for the Rabbitohs from 4 different players, of course, Latrell Mitchell, Alex Johnston, Cody Walker, and Damien Cook. For the Cowboys, 5 try scorers, 3 different ones. Vili Vialia, 2 tries each from Tom Dearden and Biden Burns. With Latrell Mitchell and Val Holmes both scoring 3 conversions each, with Val Holmes getting a penalty goal. Both teams had at least one sin bin, all of them near the end of the game. So moving on to the statistics here. Surprisingly enough, the Rabbitohs had a lot of possession in this game, 53% to 47. And for a team that just snuck home in the Cowboys, they had a very bad completion rate, 69% compared to 83% from the Rabbitohs. So that's one thing that immediately puts it out to me. Running meters, Cowboys by nearly 100. Post contact meters close, pretty much even. Line breaks pretty much even. more tackle breaks, surprisingly, from the Rabbitohs compared to the Cowboys, surprisingly enough. Set distances, under 48.5 metres for the Cowboys compared to under 39.5 metres from the Rabbitohs. Kick return metres. The Rabbitohs didn't crack the century in terms of kick return meters, while with 92 to be exact, while the Rabbitohs got 203. Average play the ball speed. The Cowboys were slightly quicker than the Rabbitohs. Offloads about the same. Total passes nearly about the same. No dummy passes from the Rabbitohs compared to 12 from the Cowboys. Kicking about the same. Kicking meters way more. I think that's about over. What is that? Over 120 or 130 or more kicking meters for the Rabbitohs compared to the Cowboys. Too close in terms of the forced dropouts. Effective tackles just about even. Tackles made. Cowboys had won the game and had more tackles. And also more missed tackles as well. Even in terms of effective tackles. Here we go, errors. Oh, excuse me. Negative play. Errors about the same. Wow, the Cowboys conceded 10 penalties in this game, surprisingly enough. Free ruck infringements for Rabbitohs compared to one. One player each from each team got sent to the bin, and one Rabbitoh player got put on report. But just to round off this game real quick, and end this video. I was surprised about about this game, because I said this before the weekend, before Magic Round started, that this was going to be a blowout. This was going to be a blowout. If there was any game where the Cowboys would get back into that form that they had at the start of the season, it's this game. And for most of the game, it was mostly. I mean, there was a couple of occasions where they got up to 10-0 or 22-12. A couple of occasions, but suddenly the Rabbitohs just kept on pegging them back and almost stole the game. If Latrell Mitchell had converted the Damien Cook try near the end of the game, then it would have made things a hell of a lot more interesting. And with the Tom Deed and sin bin, they would have had one last chance, the Rabbitohs, but unfortunately it wasn't quite enough at the end of the day, and it wasn't quite enough at the end of the day, and of course this run continues as well. But I think I see light at the end of the tunnel for the Rabbitohs, I think, in my opinion. Normally when it got to a 22-12 this season, they would just lie down and it would blow out to somewhere like 48 points to 12 or 48 points to 16 or 54 points to 20 or something like that. But they didn't. They didn't. So, and it just proved that those guys like Latrell Mitchell, Johnston, Cook, Whiten, they deliver most on a big stage like this in Magic Round, where all eyes are on, of course, Brisbane, obviously, in this round, and obviously, and they delivered on that count, but unfortunately not enough to deliver South a win deliver Souths a win in the end. But yeah, so that is that's just about it for this video. About it for this video. Like this video, share this to anybody who is a North Queensland fan or a South Sydney Rabbitohs fan. Comment down below. Do you agree with me that there is light at the end of the South Sydney Rabbitohs tunnel, or is there other opinions that you want, or as I said, I just want to hear your thoughts and opinions on this game and what the now the South Sydney Rabbitohs situation is at the moment. And lastly, one last thing, somewhere down there, click on the big red button which is labeled subscribe. It helps out a tremendous amount for me. But until next time, guys, I'll see you all later.